Let me catch up here. Mr. Oakley, hello to you. Bill and Madigan, Ohio. Be a great day. Just a free fire tip night. Getting ready for the snow. Oh, don't say snow. Yuck. And James, what is up, Mr. Perez? Jay, how are you? In the garage, hoping you're doing good. Good. I was thinking about you. I know you weren't feeling well, so I didn't want to bug you, because I wanted to try to interview you with your Beetle when you got time, but I know you were feeling a little under the weather. And Kevin, what is up? And Sue, how are you, dear? Gary, and my screen jumped. Yay. And Ken, hello to you. And number one, and Bill can hear you fine. Thank you. Fernando, good afternoon. And Jackson's Garage, welcome in. And Ben, hey, what's up, brother? How are you? And Chris, got the shirt on. I'll bring it up in a minute. And Neil, and Lonnie, and Lisa, and Yasin, if I said that right. And Manny took front seat out of the back seats, put the camera on the screen. And Jorg, how are you, sir? Okay, I was just making sure that I caught up with everybody, and I believe I did. Up, and here comes Bob, and Shane, and James, Micro, and Scott. What is up, brother? Sling, Toby, woo. Got the whole clan coming in here. 42 and only 2 likes. Uh-oh, come on, folks. We need the like button, please. Wow, nobody hit like. Looks great on you, my friend, Mr. Elder. How are you? And I just missed a Buster, which would be Dave. Dark Storm from South Africa, and Kevin. Toby, good evening. Waiting for the pizza guy to deliver dinner. Oh, I'd go for some of that. Mr. Veter Beater, what is up, Duke? There we go. And Jim, Mr. Johnson, how are you? Okay, smash the like button, folks. We got 43 people. We only have 3 likes. We definitely need that. Definitely need them pumped up. Toby, we're waiting on our delivery. I won't be eating until I'm done here. Check out this shirt that Chris Catherine's in here had made and sent me. Even sent me the rubber stamp for stamping them. Air Cooled Addicts. I hope it's showing up where I need it to. Thank you so much. He sent one to Heather and I thought it's awesome. It's actually a nice quality t-shirt. And that was very, very nice. It really, really was. I love t-shirts, obviously. And Justin, what is up? And Ashley. And so we didn't get the paint job started. Actually, the dashboard I'm going to do over the weekend and film it. And Mr. Rye Guy, Shane, love the shirt. I do too. I thought it was awesome, and it was very nice of him to do. He even cut out a rubber stamp. I forgot to bring it up the garage with me to show that, to stamp the shirts with. And let me see here. I'm seeing 28 likes. Oh, it could be me, Duke. Could be me, because I'm on this phone now, so it's a little bit kind of different. So we have 47 with 28 likes, or 48. There's 34 likes. Oh, okay, they're jumping up then. It says 22 likes when I checked in, shows 28. And Mike Verona, how are you, sir? And thank you for everything. And I want one of those shirts. I can't actually sell these, though, with a VW logo. I can't do that. I didn't know I wasn't allowed to use the VW logo when I first started. Needless to say, they weren't happy with me. They let me know, so I had to stop that. And let me see, 35 likes, Lonnie, and Rick, 35. Now, okay, they're climbing up now. Yeah, I'm going to start with the paint this weekend, which would be the following Sunday, because I already have the video done for this coming Sunday. It's going to be a time-lapse video, I think, that everybody will find interesting. What else did I want to say opening up here? I'm sorry, I want 1, 2. Yeah, Bob, I can't really sell those with a VW logo. You may have missed that. That I can't do. I love this shirt, though. He cut me out a stamp design to stamp them, and it is so cool. It was so nice of him to do. It really, really was. Excuse me. Heather's also working on a Air Cooled Addict shirt. I think it's a nice nickname type of thing, Air Cooled Addicts, You see, you can use letter without the circle. Hello, Bob and Dave. JB, how are you? Thanks for all your videos. Picked up 72 super. Good choice this summer and use your channel all the time. Oh, great, JB. I'm glad it's helpful. Thank you. I appreciate that. And DW and John. Wow, there are a lot of people coming in here tonight. And Slade, keep your eye open for a package for you to use in the garage tomorrow. Well, thank you, Dustin. I appreciate that very much. I really do. And take a donation for a free shirt. JB with color super. And we have 50 in here. I'm just checking everything quick. Am I too bright? Because it looks it on my TV, but I never really adjusted this TV, so I can't tell if I'm bright or not. Let me scroll down here. Okay. It's the only trouble with using the phone versus the webcam is I can't see everything all at one time. Less stuff along the garage wall. And no, I didn't take anything down, in all honesty. Air Coolaholics. Orange, but I may do paint this frame off right now. You're fine. Thank you, Bob. And Mike, what is up? Picture looks good and sounds good. Thank you, Chris. Video looks good. Everything looks good. Everything for except me, Duke. I'm allowed to look bad. I'm getting old. And you look fine. The car washed out a little with the lighting. Yeah, I thought it might have. I didn't try to look at the car. Yeah, it did wash out a little. I killed some of the lights down in the background because they get too bright. But garage looks the same to me. I actually have a few more things. My daughter bought me. Oh, wait, I'll show you it. I forgot them in the garage. My daughter bought me this, and I didn't hang it up yet. It's actually, well, it's big like my head. So I think that'll be pretty cool to hang on a wall. Hopefully it's in the view of the camera. I can't tell. But I got to hang that up. And let me see. Oh, my back hurts today. And pan off the frame. Let me see. How's the wedding planning going? Actually, Rick, it's coming along. It is. Heather's the one doing the most of everything, and my daughter's helping greatly. I mean, she really is. But I never realized how much there was to do, in all sincerity. I'm gutting the inside of the car. Oh, that's always fun. All that's missing is Heather. Yeah, she's actually away still. She won't be on until next week's live chat, which I'm thinking about going back to Sundays. Friday night seems to be tough. I don't know what y'all think. All that's missing is Heather. And Heidi, what is up? You know you're going to go when your hair starts coming out your nose and ears. Hey, that's true. That is true. And Mr. Rye Guy. Yeah, you know what? My daughter got that for me. I don't know where, like Hobby Lobby or one of them places. And she surprised me, which was really sweet of her to do. I'm going to do some engine bay and engine painting soon, but I don't want to tear it apart until the cold weather hits. Yeah, we're on our way with the cold weather here. I have the heater on, so I don't know if that's making noise in the background. I have the mic on noise cancellation, so it shouldn't be, but it's 68 in here, which is pretty comfortable right now. You see here, where'd we go? Like the sign? I do too, James. She'll surprise me once in a while with the sweetest things. She's just a baby doll, the one that's actually getting married. My older daughter's already married. And Wayne, what is up? How are you? Hit some traffic getting here. Sunday nights might be better. You know what, Kevin? I may have to. Okay, Duke said it too. We are 79, but raining here today. I'm still going to release the weekly videos on Sundays at 11 a.m. And then you watch them when you can throughout the day. I appreciate the views on the video, whether you need them or not. It helps keep me going. But Sundays will still be the videos at 11 a.m., the weekly video. But I am considering going back to Sundays for live chat at night also, because honestly, If I go in at Sunday at 9 and I'm out by 10:30, it's fine. And if people can't stay too late, I understand. But Friday nights are getting a little tougher than I thought to do because we always got stuff going on Friday nights, I had an SO sign. Boy, SO. I haven't heard that name in a while, from Germany, but was damaged in the move. Oh, man. Well, didn't SO turn to Exxon? I could be wrong, but I remember SO. I really, really do. If you take a poll, I like Sunday night better. A lot of people are saying Sunday. I see that now. Excuse me. No noise from the heater. Thank you, Mike. I wasn't sure. I'm going to talk the wedding. You and your daughter look so beautiful together. You really did. That made me smile. It really, really did. And again, thank you for the shirts. Heather's not here to thank you, though. But I'm excited for her. I really am. They've been together like 6, 7, 8 years. I don't even remember. So they're pretty good to go. Let me see here. I like Sundays as long as it doesn't go too late. Yeah, I mean, Justin, when I start them at 9, if you have to honk out at 10:30, I mean, it's no big deal. Brother, it's good. And Joe, what is up? And I bump the mouse as I normally do, and everything flies around crazy. Sling Buzz. They're cool AI model. I actually got a couple Beetle models, actually, that I never built, and I should. They're still in the box. Got the milk house heater. I'm sitting on the deck having a few adult beverages and watching Slade. I mean, you're bored. Sunday was good. Okay, I am seeing that a lot more than I thought. It actually made me feel better now. I turned the heat on the night when cruising 1960. It works amazing. Well, I'm not surprised, Duke. The whole car's amazing. And I'm not just saying that because I'm on here. I even told Dino that when I was talking to him, that car, I can't wait to see that. I hope you make it this year to the meet, but it's going to be later in the year, like October, when it's cooler out instead of hot. Sunday night was easier for us. Okay, Marcy and Dave. Yeah, it's looking like Sunday then. So next week, it's going to probably go back to Sundays to make it easier. Let me see here. It's your Slade. You do it when your time. Okay, let's do it Tuesdays at 2 a.m. And thanks last night, James. I had a great time with you. We had a long chat last night via video satellite. And him and Sue are awesome. I told Heather right away. It was nice. Hi Slade, 7 by 25 feet iron gate came off the rails and laid me out. Oh, took 3 guys to lift it off. No broken bones or blood, just bruises and sores. 80 years old and still kicking it. It would have probably killed me. How did you even survive that? Like, I'm glad you're okay, Dawn, but that's pretty serious. Like, wow. Oh, Sundays are way better. People are doing the weekend stuff. And, I agree, Kevin. I'm glad everybody's on board here. I can tell everybody's saying Sunday. I was running back with Heather tonight. And then, of course, she took the Jeep and took off because she's dog sitting this weekend again. And, I said to her, I don't know about Friday nights. We're always busy on Friday nights. So we're going to start next week then. Sunday night live chat. And then the videos, the new DIY weekly video will be out Sunday at 11 a.m., And Terry Tad Moore, what is up, brother? Lean Slave family, lots of miles like weekly in Columbiana, back on Saturday. Follow drive Madison Vermont through Amish country, 0 issues. Nice. You need to get over here and have lunch with me, brother, or dinner, whatever's better for you. Let me see here. I'm just trying to make sure I do. Sometimes I'll scroll back slightly because I don't like to miss anybody. And nobody does a live on Mondays. Not saying, just saying. Yeah, Mondays would be tough for me. There we go. My bedtime on Sundays and during the week is 9. I'll watch the next day. 4 a.m. comes too early. Oh, yeah, I know everybody. It's not going to work. I mean, I get it. It's just Friday nights is getting very tough for me. I got to figure out, I got to get a hold of YouTube, though, because my chats, once you rewatch them, you know what I mean? You should be able to click on a... Did you hear that? That was weird. you should be able to click and see the chat, and they're not showing up after you come back in. So I got to see what's up with that. Esso is now ExxonMobil combined for Europe. Okay, is that what the deal was? And I do remember Esso. I really do remember them being in town when I was young in Pennsylvania. Let me see where we are at here. And Sunday is a good way to wrap up the weekend. Yeah, Scott, that was a good way of putting it, in all honesty. I was going to have them from 8 until like 9:30 on Sunday night. So maybe I'll fill that out instead of waiting till 9 at night. So let me know what y'all think there. Slade, you mentioned how important the transmission ground strap is. I'm just wondering electrically, why is it important? And there it is. And how does it play an important role in the whole car's electric system? Well, basically, in my mind, it's grounding like the engine and everything back there is what it's doing. And I can't name specific issues, but I remember people in the past having troubles at the butt end of the car, like with the engine and different things. And I'd always say, did you check your ground strap back there? And they're like, well, I took it off because it was crappy. I didn't think I needed it. And boom, because your engine's mounted technically with rubbers, you know what I mean? You have your rubber mounts. So there's no way for the engine to ground to the chassis. So that's the little trick to get it grounded. If that made sense. My living room has back seat, deck lid, and deck lid rack. Are you using spray cans on the dash? Yes, I am, Kevin. I'm using the nice being in the garage. The 5-in-1 spray is what I'm going to use. Move that up a little bit. I think it should. I'm going to use that for the whole. That's the experience of this car, is that and the Spray Max 2K Clear with the catalyst. I'm gonna want to blow one of them cans out of the Spray Max 2K. I want to cut it open. I probably shouldn't do that, but I want to see what's inside of it. I want to see how that works because I'm odd like that. I really am. Oh, never boring. I keep learning from all your videos. Keep coming. My wife says, oh, you must be listening to your bug guy again. That's funny, Shane. Truthfully, I'm really happy that the videos are helpful. I really mean that. The community will follow. I hope so, Chris. I enjoy this every weekend. To me, it's like the family's getting together, And I think I said that to James on the phone last night, micro, something similar, I think I said. Lisa, one of my sons moved out about a year ago, and now his room is nothing but VW parts. They does not matter to me as long as I can depend on you and my VW friends. That's awesome. Thank you, Dawn. Sign fell. Garage gremlin. What fell? Oh, yeah, it did. I heard a noise. And I'm like, what was that? I didn't notice the sign fell on its head. Ghost, the poster on the wall fell. Yeah, Jens, we're watching my back at least, so I appreciate that. The whiteboard finally fell. What the heck is the old bias ply mudslinger back there leaning on the wall? That was an extra one I had. And I don't know, Justin, why I save all these wheels. I have them in the basement, outside, and I don't know. I save too much stuff. And I got to rip these rims down. I got to run over to Evans. He has a machine, and just rip all the tires off all these rims. And then I don't know what to do with the tires. They charge you to take them away. You got a visitor. I thought I did for a minute, Chris. Picture falling off the wall. It's funny because I look back and didn't even notice what actually had moved. Heather's gone. Time to steal some bathroom towels. No. I got new plans. I seen somebody post the other day, and they said about an oil drain pan. She's got some pretty cool cooking pans. And I'm like, just a thought. But the turkey pan, Erica. Honestly, Lisa, I didn't see that. I just glanced down next after I said that. I think Lisa's the one who brought it up on Facebook. Heather's probably down there doing an inventory. Anytime put VW spotlight on VW film will come just like Batman floodlight. Can't wait for dashboard painting video. I should paint it too. Yeah, I'm doing that over the weekend. It won't be this Sunday's video, but the following. And I'm going to do some cool stuff to my dash. I'll show you when the time comes. Hey, check this out. Or let me catch up on the chat, and then I'll show you what I got really cheap. I'm Mountain Time, so later time works for me. 2 hours difference. Curtis, welcome in, my friend. Said, I'm learning a lot, whatever works best for you. Look forward to meeting you one day. You've helped me out big time, more than you know. Thanks, Ben. I'm looking forward to meeting you too, my friend. I think Evan said you're not far, and you don't have to name your town on here. But I think you might be 10 or 15 minutes away. I'm pretty sure it wasn't very far. And you're more than welcome to set up something and we can hang out in the garage. Maybe I'll put you on video and we'll aggravate everybody or something, you know? Do you recommend OSFO for Rust or something else? I prefer OSFO. I think Duckman's right about that. But remember, that's just an opinion. You know what I mean? I like the OSFO. Let it sit for 24 hours, couple cartwheels, and start spraying, you know? Don't do the cartwheels if you got a bad back. You should go to St. Vincent de Paul and pick up some sheets to cover all your stuff from. Hey, that's a good idea, Bob. I have a Goodwill down the street. I buy work clothes there sometimes from the garage because I really am hard on clothes. All right, I'll go down there. Sheets and everything are probably dirt cheap there, and I can cover everything. You know what, by the way? This here, I'm trying to see if I'm in the camera with it. This 5-in-1 spray put on the vertical pattern, I swear it was a bigger spray than a gun. I literally got overspray all over everything, and I normally don't when using the regular Rust-Oleum can. So that thing was in beast mode. Rod, what's up, brother? And Dorte, how are you? You're not late. It's only 9:21. And hey, Slade, guess where I'm at? Give you one chance. In the house, in the living room, with a beer. I could be wrong, though. Brentwood, okay. I mean, I know the town, but I don't know how far you are from Irwin. Like, maybe 30 minutes tops? Because of red lights and everything, you shouldn't be that far. OSFO is awesome. I do like OSFO, I really do. You're lucky you're down south. Slades of Vengeance, Canuck Thanksgiving this weekend. It'll be a turkey. They're investing in a roasting pan this weekend. No, I won't touch our roasting pan because that will be it. The next video would be her beating the crap out of me. I think you should make and sell towels the way Heather won't get mad. Hey, don't forget, Duke. Hopefully you make it this year. And I know that, we don't live that close, and I get it. But this next October for the picnic, and I hope you do make it. I want to meet you badly. What this brake conversion should I look at getting so I could see how much money I'm looking at? Actually, Justin, I wanted to talk to you again over the weekend, so we'll go over that on the phone. I didn't get to look at your list yet. Justin's car, okay, so there's 57 people in her. There's enough for me to start saying things like bad words, I don't do that. Just in real life. As you know, when the 68's done, wherever it's at, outside, the 77's leaving. Rick on here had purchased a 77. It's leaving at the end of the month, or when he can come and get it. And I'm going to be doing club members' cars and the videos after that. So you don't get bored with my car over and over and over. So Justin's car is the first one coming in here that you see right there. He has a Mexi, and we're going to do all kind of stuff to it. So there won't be, the DIY videos will always be there. And I'm still going to do DIYs, but once in a while you'll see episode 1, episode 2 when I'm doing his Mexi. And then the next person's car comes in, then, you're going to see that. So it'll be cool that all the DIYs will still be on the channel for you folks. And I'll still do them, but it's going to be on other people's cars. So I'll be doing club members' cars after that. I don't know who all agrees with it, but I think it'll be a lot of fun. Excuse me. Let me catch up because I'm running my damn mouth. I'm going to do a 34 rebuild. I picked up new throttle bushings as well. The rebuild because there's specific advice to replacing the bushings. Wayne, I don't know, but I'm going to be going into that shortly because I hear Volksbits is either getting older, retiring, I don't know. And he is like the cream of the crop, but I think that it has slowed down from what I was told. So I'm going to get a drill press and I'm going to start popping up. Same thing, you know, nickel plate them, the parts, bushings. I'm going to do it just like he did, so people are getting top quality Solexes. But I don't have any advice for you yet at this time on the bushings, my friend, till I start punching away with that. How long do you guys think gas goes bad if the car was garage kept the whole time? Well, with the newer gas, they always say like 30 to 60 days. Truthfully, get it out of there if it's old, though. I mean, you don't want to have that inside of there. I even cut a couple videos on how to clean a line inside of your tunnel. Any ideas in cleaning and lube to keep tools like new? I don't know. Like, you mean your vice grips or pliers or stuff like that? Is that what you mean, Dawn? 920 in the US, 221 Portugal. 221, I'd be napping. Well, sleeping, I mean. Goodwill where I live has gotten as expensive as regular store. DW, I just complained about that recently. Heather and I frequent the Goodwills once in a while to see if we can find any vintage stuff, things of that nature. And then I buy like old crappy jeans for working out in the yard. Yeah, their prices did climb. There's no doubt. Truthfully, when I sprayed, when the first Beetle was in here and got sprayed, I went and bought cheap plastic drop cloths. I guess there was like 5 rolls for like $5. And I just staple gunned them all the way around the garage, all the plastic, and it was fine. I probably should start doing that since I'm going to be spraying the car now. Let me see. You're close to my new house and my new chair. Family here too. First night stay. Oh, man. Rod, that is good news. That is right. And I try not to ask you personal stuff. I wait until you send me photos and you offer your information because I don't like to do that to you. But that is great news. It really is. I would never want to go through what you did, my friend. That's for damn sure. Let me see here. Okay. If you use roasting pan, just wipe it out real well. Make the food stick less. I'll Kevin. I'll do that. I'll even throw it in the dishwasher with my VW parts. It's funny you brought up 2K. I'm painting the rear quarter panel tomorrow, and I'm using 2K clear coat. Hey, make sure you warm that up a little, Scott, or call me tomorrow before you do that. Make sure to warm that can up a little bit because it is getting a little chilly where we're at, brother. See you on the 25th. Okay, sounds good, Rick. Be all set for you, and I'll actually I'll talk to you around on the 20th, technically speaking, and then we'll line up a time frame and everything. But whatever works for you, I'll make it work, so it's not a problem. Hey, Stuart, what's up, brother? And Curtis. Okay, and hey, I can show everyone how to drop a brand new Molly cylinder on my garage floor. Oh, appreciate Facebook feedback and help my bungling. Oh man, it just made me sick reading that. I would have not been happy about that one. And Mark's 74 Beetle. Just want you to know I've learned a lot from your videos. Thanks a lot. And thank you, Mark, for the kind comment. I appreciate that. I'm glad they're helpful. I really am. Let me see here. Just trying to make sure. I always scroll back slightly because Heather told me before sometimes I miss stuff. Yes, Cribs Great Filling Bad Part getting cold, so limited time run. Doom Buggy Project Farm YouTube did a video where he tested all the fuel stabilizers. Surprising results. Let's find out. Is that the Let's Find Out guy? Because I used to watch them off and on. I can't say that I quit watching them. It's just you get busy. You know what I mean? Hey, somebody tell me how many likes there is. We got 58 people, but I'm trying to make sure we get the like button up so YouTube recommends it. All tools, pliers, wrenches. Where'd you go? There we go, general tools. Truthfully, what my dad always did, he used to clean stuff up with quad O steel wool if needed first, and he would coat a lot of stuff in WD-40. To be honest with you. Now, that was an older school thing. I don't know if there's something better now. And you're fine, Slade. Thank you, Rod. I clean my tools with WD-40. All right. Mike handled that one quickly, and I appreciate that. This is what I like about you folks. Y'all helping each other all the time, too. I asked thing about the gas because when I tried starting the car with the fuel about 1.5 years started fine, but it misfired and didn't have any power at all. Yeah, it's time to flush that gas out and change it over. I went and looked at a car tonight and the gas was 3 years old. Started up, motor sounded good, and then it, so yeah, I would definitely do that. Clean her out and put fresh fuel in, and it won't hurt to run some whatever you prefer. I like B12 Chem Tool, through it. Only top fin was damaged on the cylinder. Oh, that's the picture I seen, Mr. Rye. The top fin. No, you're fine. You're fine. That's the post I seen. And sometimes it's hard for me. That's why I set the group up so everybody helps each other. And we got a lot of great guys on there and ladies. But I did see that photo. You're okay with that, though. Hit the like. Thank you. And Dorte was separated out of gas from sitting. Thanks, Michael and Slade. And whoops. There we go. Whoa. I almost banned everybody by accident. Question: makes the driver's side of the engine hot and the passenger side cool. I've never ran into that yet. I mean, was it sitting for a while? Like, do you got a mouse nest in the fan shroud or something? It seems like you got something blocked, in all honesty. How many likes do we have? Let me see if I could see on here. Trying to see what we got, because it really helps the algorithm a lot. Looks like we got 58 likes, I'm pretty sure. Yes, it does. Okay. There we go. I run ethanol free. My 73 can sit a little longer. Yeah, you're right. You're right. And that's what's going to run on my Beetle. I don't know how much it is, but the gas station up the street for me sells the ethanol free. I always wonder, like, they really sell ethanol free. So guess what I'm doing, Curtis? I'm buying like a half gallon of it and I'm testing it for ethanol levels. And I'm not going to throw the guy under the bus. I'll just know not to buy it there. But I will tell people. That'd be a good video. I should go get ethanol free from like 5 different service stations and test them on YouTube. Or maybe that's stupid. I don't know. I used to help out an older fellow with his shop, and he'd put airplane fuel in his Model T and let it sit for a long time, and it would always fire right up. Oh, I believe it, Chris. Absolutely, sir. I do believe that. Our gas now is crap. They say 10% ethanol. I have a funny feeling it's higher, but what do I know? I mean, last week I asked about the reverse gear. Whoops. Wait. There we go. Circlip. I looked at Weddle. The price was good. Hated the shipping cost. Yeah, I know. Decided to tear the garage apart. Found my original pliers. Broke. That's how I lost it. Oh, jeez. And Ken, Weddle does have very good parts, though. When I did my swing axle, I don't know if you watched them videos. Okay, I got to turn that heater off. It's getting hot here now. Woo! Blast furnace. Sorry about that. Starting to break a sweat there. Weddle is very dependable. Even when I ended up with some empty gaskets for the side covers. And no, I'm not being a jerk. I'm just honest. I didn't like them. They were like kind of crummy. And I ordered through Weddle. I forget what I ordered through them. The O-ring for the side cover, the gaskets, the shim gaskets, and my seals. I can't remember what else. Very nice quality products with Weddle. I liked them, Ken. I really did. The shipping was a little high, though. But, what are you going to do? Do you have a video on covering changing the clutch cable? You know what, Jorg? I have like 300 or 400 videos up, 5.5 years deep. No, I don't. You know what? I can do one over the weekend and pop it up as an extra video like Monday. It's not a big deal. I believe I bought a clutch cable. I'm almost certain I have it here already. So I was seeing if it was hanging on the wall. If I do, I'll have one up by Monday. It's just a quick video on the clutch cable. So some things when I was filming the first time around with the Super Beetle, it wasn't like I was avoiding things. I was still new to videoing. And it's not that I'm some professional now, because I'm not. And 59 likes. Thank you, sir. It's just something I probably forgot to do. I showed how to adjust it, but I'll do one, Jorg. No big deal. Only non-ethanol in mine with a splash of Startron. I've never tried Startron. I've heard about that, actually. Let me see here. I'm building a 67 Beetle. I'm in the body off the pan. Does anyone know how many engine-related wires go through the firewall? Looking to make a single plug to make it easier to remove the motor. Kevin, that is a really good idea, and I'm not sure how many wires. There's not as many as you think. I don't think, when I look at my Grand Cherokee, well, Heather's Jeep, that's her baby. I think there's like 3,825 wires in that thing. In a Beetle, it's like you look and you wonder how it runs, I'm not sure going through the firewall. There can't be very many, maybe 10. I'd have to look to tell you the truth. But that's a good idea. Make it easier to pop stuff apart. Hands down, that's a really good idea. Ethanol free is almost impossible to find out here around me, which would be Arizona. We don't have a ton of ethanol free fuel. See why my tongue got tied up there here, but I'm lucky to have one service station that carries racing diesel. I don't use that. Racing fuel, like 115 octane or 110, I'm really not sure. And then they have the ethanol free. So you can tell just by the smell if it has ethanol. The ethanol free actually smells like gas used to smell. Yeah, Justin, you're right. I just wanted to make a video because I'm weird like that. But no, you're right. The gas we have is crap. I don't care what anybody says. It is complete poop now. If transmission only pops out of fourth gear, is there any solution other than buying a new one rebuilt? If it's popping out of fourth gear, try to also check for some adjustments, though, to make sure that like your shifter, check your coupler positioning. Could be the hockey stick. I mean, it could be a few things, but usually it ends up being the gear itself. But I'm not a transmission specialist. But before I would rip the tranny out, I'd probably see if you can get some adjustment out of the shifter or something to make sure that's not the issue, just to be safe. But other than that, then you'll be up to probably $1,000 for a tranny. Much different than the trannies in the new cars, though, huh? I mean, price-wise. Pearson should be a Gen Alt wires. First leg, a couple wires for the coil, about 6 or 7 in total. Tail lights, it's a few more per side. Yeah, that's why I said about 10. Could be tipping like 12 wires, but that is a really good idea to do that in all sincerity. And 62, and I can't think what Bill meant by that. 62, I can't remember. And you're welcome, George. Just give me 2-3 days. I got some stuff to catch up on, and I'll show pulling the pedal assembly, doing that, and what to do with the tube that the clutch cable goes through. And I might as well hook mine up. I mean, and I didn't think about, I know I got one here, even though I'm questioning myself now. If I don't have a clutch cable, I'll order one, and then it will be about 4 or 5 days before I can do the video, but I'll do one. It's actually a good idea. Be careful, put it in 115, 105 ABS in any car. It will burn out your valves. Ew, yuck. No, that we don't need. Well, I'm off getting sleepy. Okay, Rod, congrats again, brother. And I hope you have a great night and a great rest, and your family is feeling better and happy. I really mean that. Has anyone ever converted a fuse block to modern fuses? Actually, Curtis, 62 likes. Thank you, Wayne. I appreciate that, brother. Good night, folks. Thanks. Always good. Hey, night, Mr. Rye Guy. Have a great, great day tomorrow. Thank you so much. Curtis, I forget who sells that. Like maybe Rebel Wire or one of them. I can't remember, but somebody sells the modern style fuse blocks that you can convert over with, for the Beetle. So I just can't remember. Maybe somebody will pop up who sells that. But yes, people have done that. Would you put a 5-speed transmission in a Bug? Yes, I would if I could afford one. I know somebody once that had a Gene Berg 5-speed. Oh, what a transmission. And speaking of stuff, I forgot to show you this. I know it's kind of stupid to show. I picked up this tachometer the other day. I'm trying to make sure I have it in the view of the camera. It's a Bosch one. And somebody had sent me, who sent me? Corey, my one buddy had posted it. Advance Auto was clearancing them, and I had that Bosch tack before for like $11.50 on clearance. So I got my tachometer. I held out. I was going to spend $100 some bucks. That was really, really a good deal, in all sincerity. And then I had to buy a angle finder, because guess what I got to do again? I'm ready to put on adjustable spring plates. I'm getting frustrated. I had everything. Oh, did you get one, Jackson? The tachometer's on sale, or the angle finder? I don't know which one you meant, brother. Honestly, I adjusted the spring plates, if you've seen those two videos, because it was off level, then I had to readjust. Well, before I put the bug on the roller skates, I called them to move it around. I was pushing it back and forth, jumping up and down like an idiot. And as I walked away, I looked at it and I'm like, oh, not again. After it settled again, it's a 1/2 inch off on the right side. At this point, I'm that close to ordering adjustable spring plates and just putting them on the damn thing and be done with it. And I think that would make a great video. You know what I mean? But I think I'm going to do it just so I can adjust it and tweak it how I really, really want it. Because it's a lot to keep taking them spring plates off. Tack, okay, $12 looking at them, allow for 60. Right, Jackson? I have on my Amazon cart, or whatever you call it, your list or something, I have like 10 of them on there. And Corey posted on Facebook and said, hey, check this out. And I looked and I'm like, maybe that's spam or something strange that he didn't realize, until I looked on Advance's website. And then I called them because I still was like, what? And I'm like, okay, I'll order one, and $12. I'm like, wow, really? And I had that Bosch tack. Mine was a white face, but no big deal to me. But you couldn't beat it. I wanted to buy like 2 or 3 of them and have them, but they had one left, literally, and that's okay. But yeah, I think I'm going to order adjustable spring plates. And I'll do a video on it, because now I'm getting irritated to keep taking that apart. And I think, sadly, I may have to, I don't know if you can see the Beetle tonight. I'm waiting for the video to catch up a minute here. No, you can't really see it good where it's sitting. I may have to cut my apron back off. Having a rough time lately. I stepped back from the car, was looking, and the passenger side of the apron seems a little lower. And me with ADHD, I'll be staring at it constantly, and with OCD going, this isn't good. So I'm going to go ahead and tear the apron after I adjust the back end, in case it's an illusion, you know what I mean? It's possible to use a 914 5-speed, but it's far from a drop in replacement. Oh, Mike, I don't know. I don't know, in all sincerity. I know somebody that's doing posi setups in them. He's not in here tonight. Brian, a member of ours, he's our tranny guy. And he is doing posi setups in them now. That way, no more one-wheel pill, Adjust spring plates is my next investment. I have 3-inch drop plates now, and I've had it apart a few times. Can never get it exactly right. Oh, Jackson, it's not just you. When I first adjusted mine, I'm like, oh, I'll nail it. I ain't worried about it. I was really confident. And then, the confidence kind of like diminished when I looked. And I thought, no big deal. I got to adjust the other side anyhow. And I, adjusted the other side, and I'm like, okay, I nailed it. Bounce the car, move it back and forth, let it settle and everything, and it's off again slightly. And I'm like, I'm done. So probably in about 2 weeks, this Sunday will be a video I already have done. The following Sunday is dash paint, because I'll have to wait on the parts to come. And I think, Jackson, for the adjustable spring plates I have to buy, I just bought them damn bushings, brand new bushings from Westburg West for my spring plates, the big black ones. But I think with the adjustable spring plates, I have to buy different ones because of the thickness from the adjustable spring plate. I just bought them things too, but it is what it is. I'm going to go ahead and adjust and then see if my apron looks normal after that. But I'm going to do a video in about 2 weeks then 2.5 weeks on the adjustable spring plates, and then I'll be a happy guy. Torque Resto Parts makes the newer fuse box. Thank you, Mr. Kevin Pearson. I could not remember unless I would have picked up my phone and started playing on it. Is it an analog tack and easy to install? Here it is right here. Yeah, they're easy. There's not much. I'm hoping I'm near the, let me let the video catch up to see. There we go. That's a beautiful tack. And it's a smaller sized one, which I'm happy because I didn't want something too big. I got to find something. The tacks have the curved part so they can go on your steering column. Well, you know, we can't do that on these Beetles. I need one that will go into that curved part and have a bracket off of it so I can mount it coming off of my dash. I don't even know if that made sense, but I knew what I meant. I need brackets. I had a whole sheet of paper with calculations. I looked like a scientist off 1/2 inch, one level in the air shocks for now. And you know, you can get spacers for the caps. Yeah, you know what? The spacers come with some of the adjustable spring plates, depending on where you get them. I do want to buy good ones, though. I don't want crap ones on there. But they said something about the thickness. You can use stock bushings. I just did mine. You have to buy 2 spacers. Some come with them. Okay, Kevin. Okay, then here's my question to you guys, because I never ran adjustables. I know how to do them. I could do them blindfolded, but I never bought them for myself and did them. So I bought brand new Wolfsburg West ones, and you could tell I hate wasting money and parts. I do not like doing that. Oh, yeah, definitely, Mike. Definitely. I'll make something if not, and then I'll just spray it with chrome spray or something. So I can actually use my stock bushings with no problem because I'm looking up the adjustable spring plates, and everywhere I look them up, it says you must use, you know, the big thick red urethane bushings, and I'm not a big fan of that stuff. But it's saying that you have to because they're a different design and are thicker. And that don't make a lot of sense to me. But I know you use the spacer before the cap goes on, and they come with them. It looks like a horseshoe or a half moon, you know. So I get that, but I don't understand why I can't use my stock bushings. I just spent all that money on good quality German ones, so I was a little bummed out. But now I'm seeing sheet of paper. Yeah, I just did mine, and Kevin used his stock bushings, and that is and Kevin, just to like make sure yours are adjustable spring plates, sir. I'm just making 100% sure we're on the same page. Brackets are fun to make. Yeah, I'm definitely going to make bracket, in all honesty. Have you used 123 electronic ignition replaces distributor? No, Mr. Johnson, I have never tried that yet. There's something coming here from a sponsor who I'm going to film. He's coming here from out of state. He's sponsoring me on 2 things, and one is an ignition system, but that is definitely not the one. And Mike just let me know we have 63 likes. That's awesome. It really is. We have 58 watching. But yeah, Kevin, and wait a minute, my screen jumped. Of course, it hasn't done it in a few minutes, so. Craphead. Okay, yeah, so Kevin said he used the stock bushings. I just did mine. And so I'm guessing Kevin had used adjustable spring plates. I can't wait to do a video on the adjustable ones because at least I'll be smiling in the end. Let me see. Where are we at? Okay. 25 projects. See you next week. Keep up the good work. You too, Mark. Have a great weekend, my friend. And good night, all. Up early tomorrow for car show. And Mr. Wayne, I hope you have a great time at the car show, brother. I'll talk to you over the weekend. Please be safe. And Robert, how are you, Mr. Lambert? Stopped in or popped in. Wouldn't think you'd need thicker bushings. It's still just as close to the spring plate. Especially for me, the thicker plate makes sense. It does in my head anyhow. No, that makes 100% sense. Jackson, that's why I was confused when I was on Southern Cal Imports and somewhere else, I forget. And they were saying that you must buy these bushings to fit adjustable spring plates. And I'm like, I just bought them once from Wolfsburg West, and I don't like wasting money. I really do not have a ton of money laying around just to, play games. So I'm glad this was brought up. I'll do the video in a couple of weeks as soon as I get the parts. But I would, yes, adjustable. If you use stock bushings without the spacer, you will bend the plates. Ask me how I know. Ugh. Use the spacers and everything works good. Okay, so Kevin had used adjustable spring plates with the stock bushings, and that makes me happy because I didn't want to buy bushings all over again. I seldom ever buy the same parts repetitively because who wants to waste money? Everything's expensive now. And I don't know, Kevin, where'd you buy your adjustable spring plates at? I'm curious if you feel comfortable telling me. I see them empty ones for 138, and I see Southern Cal Imports. I forget the brand was like 165 or something. I can't remember. And I'm like all across the board on where to get them. So longer bolts also make it better to get it together. Yeah, Kevin, I don't know if you've seen my swing axle video when I did the adjustment. I almost fell off the stool backwards. That would have sucked. But I bought 40 millimeter long, because factory's 18 millimeter length bolts. I bought 40 millimeters so I could pull them plates in with the new bushings. So I don't know, you may have missed that in the video when I got to that part. That makes sense if you use the spacer or use stock bushing. Yeah, the spacer looks like a half moon thing or something, you know what I mean, that goes on the outer plate. Some come with them and some don't, but I'm just trying to decide on where to buy the spring plates. I went on to one and it didn't make sense to me, and I don't want to lie, I can't remember which website it was, because all I punched in was 1968 VW swing axle adjustable spring plates. That's a lot to punch in. I thought it was Southern Cal or one of them come up and said two different ones or three different ones for the measurements of them. And that kind of didn't make sense to me. I thought there was just swing axle or IRS. I didn't think there was different lengths of spring plates. So it said like 21 3/4 and 21 1/4. I can't remember. And I thought that was kind of weird, unless I was just being stupid to something. Excuse me. I bought my drop plates from VVD. I'm not sure who they are, but the adjustable are over 300 now. Okay, that's a little much. Okay, let's make sure I didn't miss your message. The ones I seen, Jackson, were ranging right around 170 to 200 maybe. I'm trying to work on a budget as much as I can. I mean, it's just, everything's adding up, but you know that already. The urethane bushings are trash. I agree. I'll have to look. Can't remember where I bought them. They didn't come with the spacers. Yeah, I've seen some with and some without. Hopefully on my 68 swing axle, there is only one length of adjustable spring plate. I'm not understanding why one website was like, measure this, hop down on one leg and put your finger in your ear. I'm like, what the heck? I didn't know there was different sizes. I thought there was one size for swing axle, technically speaking. So maybe I was too quick looking it up, and, it happens. Maybe I just misunderstood it. But I figure I was going to put air shocks on, and instead of running a T-fitting, run a line to each shock and then go ahead and adjust them that way. It would have worked. But then I remember back to when my dad's Cutlass, he had air shocks on it back in the day. I mean, you hit a cigarette butt going down a straight and you thought you slammed into a pothole. And I thought, my Beetle obviously is not going to drive like a Cadillac. We know that. But I don't want it to be that way, especially with Heather in it. She won't ever say anything to me, but I know she'd get annoyed. Like, what did you do to the back end? But as she's rummaging through bath towels. But I'm going to adjust my plates back to where they were to the factory. Even though it was leaning to the left slightly, I still want to get them back to where they were. And then I'll go ahead and then install the spring plates. 21 3/4. Okay, I did see that size, Kevin. And then I thought there was something else on Southern Cal's page. It said like a different size. Like I'll just make it up and say like 21 and a quarter or something. I can't remember. And I thought they only made one of them. I don't understand why they had that way. And again, I was in a hurry. It was late at night. Maybe I just misunderstood something, you know. Are the red polyurethane sway bar bushings, charm bushings trash? I'm about to put them in this weekend. Well, Ben, they're not my favorite. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I'm not a big fan of them. Now, many people have had them and have never had an issue with them. I've had some people use them on their shift busher coupling, and good night, Kevin. Tell April we said hello, and I hope you have a great weekend, brother. And good night, Lonnie. Have a great, great night. Truthfully, a lot of people say they start falling apart and crumbling and, you know, blah, blah, blah. But it's so hard to say. I'm not a big fan of them. I like the real rubber ones. Now, that being said, Ben, good night, Fernando. Have a good night, my friend. You guys are bailing out on me. Geez, it's 5 to 10. I'm going to start having pizza and beer, and then everybody will stay longer. There's still 48 people in here. I am probably going to use, sadly, those red ones on my front sway bar because that's what they sell for the thicker sway bar for the narrowed beam. Oh, crap, that's right. I need to order that, too. Ugh. But I wouldn't overthink it, Ben. I'm just not a big fan of them, especially when it comes to like the spring plates in the back and stuff like that, or your shifter coupling, you know. Lonnie, I hope you have a great weekend, my friend. I really do, honey. I hope you rest very well tonight. Is a thing a different length? I'm thinking they might be versus Beetle. Jackson, that I don't know, in all sincerity. I just seen on Southern Cal Imports, I can't look it up right now while I'm on here. They showed 2 different sizes. So maybe I was scanning too quick, and maybe the different size one, the shorter one, was just for maybe an IRS and I didn't catch it. But good night, Lisa. Have a great night, honey, and a great weekend. But I do want to buy decent ones. I don't want to buy like crap ones, you know. 164 right now. Kevin, if you're on that page for 68 Beetle, no spacer though. Okay, well, I can buy the spacers. Do they only show one size on that page? I'm curious, brother. Because I can't look while I'm on here. I splurged on the $40 Delrin shift bushing. Ben, did you put that bushing in yet from Delrin? I'm just kind of curious. I wanted to ask you something about that. I use the red polyurethane in my shift coupling. I did wheel them in hot water before installing them. They're holding up great so far. That's awesome, James. I didn't have luck with them. I'm going to do something that people don't like normally. I'm running a solid coupler with no bushings. I know, slight vibration in the shifter. It's okay. I'll complain later about that. I splurged for a bit. Okay, no. All right, let me know how that works for you, Ben, because I know a couple people that were putting them in and having some trouble. I'm not saying you will. Just make sure you clean your shifter tube really well, the cuck and grease and crap all off of it, you know, before you put it through there, though. Let me see here. We got the orange ones on the sway bar and saw what happened to him the other day. Oh, that's right, Toby. That's right. And I need to go with, good night, Scott. I'll talk to you tomorrow, brother. I'll be home all day tomorrow if you call. Toby, I forgot about that. I need to get a 3/4 inch, I can't remember, the thicker sway bar for the front for a narrowed beam. And all I've seen so far was the red or orange, whatever they are, polyurethane bushing ones. And, you know, I'm just not a big fan of them. I bought a beam and plates, vintage V dubs, not the cheapest, but seems quality and good customer service. Jackson, I never heard of them. Vintage V dubs. All right, I'll look them up. I never heard of them, in all honesty. I like finding new places and supporting them. I honestly do. First time doing it, wanted to do it once and not again. And I hope it works out that way, Ben. A few people did have some problems with them. But then again, just like I say about car reviews online, you'll go online and you'll see people on admin's reviews complaining about, whatever, a Ford Fiesta. Ugh. And you're not hearing about the 5 million other people that had good luck with them. So you may be perfectly fine. I only heard a few people complain about them, but the factory $5 bushing, they don't last very long. They're not made like they were years ago, Let me see here. How bad have the new Melee steel back bearings been regarding spec? Anyone used them recently? I haven't used them, in all honesty. Not anybody I know recently. I would actually post that, Mike, on our group on Facebook. You're one of the normals on her. I would just post and say, hey, what's the deal? Anybody tried these and see? Try Top Line. Mine's not a Super Beetle, Toby, so I don't think they'd have what I need. But Top Line, I will say, they have great stuff for Super Beetles. That used to be my go-to. I'll keep you posted. Thank you, Ben. Please do. Looks like 60 to early 68 are the same, 21 3/4. Okay, I don't know if mine's early. I'm not sure. I thought mine was May of 68, but I'm not positive. So early, does that mean late 68 did have a different length? I'm kind of curious because it caught me off guard when that came up. Kenya. Felix stopped in from Kenya, which is awesome. Always inspiring, insightful, and easy. Thank you. You taught me a lot. Felix, thank you for the kind comments. And what time is it in Kenya? That's awesome that you stopped in. I really appreciate that. Bushing should be here tomorrow, and I will let you know my thoughts on them. There are black ones from Top Line, Southern Cal. Sorry, I forgot Super Beetle. Well, no, it's okay, but it's good to know, excuse me, Toby, when you find good stuff, whether if it's for Super or Standard, because truthfully, brother, we all need to know about the good parts when they're out there, in all sincerity. 45 hours, sir. Oh, okay, it's early there. Early. I thank you for stopping in. I take it you're either getting up for work or you woke up and went, whoa, there's a live chat. I don't think that's what happened. My 68 is made in May as well. Yeah, you know what, James? I ran my VIN number, and that's where I came up with the May of 68. So I thought late is considered July and on. I'm not positive. I've always thought that, but that's why I was asking Kevin. Okay, 60 to early 68 is 21 3/4. So I didn't know if there's a difference after that. Let me see something. We got 43 still watching, and and Alita. Good evening, everyone. Just got in. How is everyone? We are amazing. How are you tonight, my friend? Alita was late. She was out buying VW parts to ship to me. She promised. She didn't do that. I tried pulling my motor first time to get it to clear the exhaust. After pulling exhaust, I got it out and realized the urethane transmission mounts were crumbled and moved it all. JB, that don't surprise me. I just don't like them. I bought my transmission mounts from Wolfsburg West, Germans, and we'll see how they hold up. You know what I mean? Hopefully. All swing axle 68, late 68 are IRS. They have the real short ones. Okay, now that makes sense. Yeah, because in 68, even when they use the auto stick, that's when they put the IRS on with the auto sticks. So the 21 3/4, I believe that's what you said at the top of the chat there. I'm probably going to go ahead and order Monday, unless I do it over the weekend. I just need to do it and get it over with, is what I do. I keep dragging my feet and think, well, I'll adjust them again. This is getting old to keep adjusting them over and over and taking everything apart. It's getting frustrating, Let me see here. Good evening, Alita. Howdy, Alita. Yep, got up, not work today, taking my rebuilt bug for a long spin later on. Felix, thank you for stopping in. I appreciate that. I hope you have a great, great day and a wonderful weekend. And I just got back from my daughter baby shower and found out today that she is having twins. Whoa! Alita, that is awesome. Now, here's the thing. Boys, girls, is one going to be named Slade? I'm just curious. I need to ask these questions. Congratulations. That is awesome to you and your whole family. I get to see my granddaughter next weekend because they don't live close at my daughter's wedding. Well, my younger daughter's wedding. So I'm really excited about that. Let the people know we are moving back to Sunday live chat. Yes. Whoever came in late, yes, we're moving back to Sunday live chats. Thank you, Mr. Perez, bro. At 9 p.m. If I'm going to do it at 8, I will let people know. So, I posted in the Facebook group. I forgot to post on the YouTube post this week for the chat and on my Facebook. So I think it's easier. Friday nights is turning into a jam for me. And earlier on, because Alita wasn't here, and a few people weren't, a lot of people, absolutely 90% probably voted for Sundays. So to reiterate what I said earlier, Sundays at 11 a.m. will always be the videos now. That's where the weekly video will come out. No more Fridays. On Sundays at 11 a.m. And then the live chats will move from Sunday between 8 and 9. I'll post it weekly. So I think it'll be a lot of fun. There was more people in, although we're still sitting at 41 at Idle. Yeah, we don't know the gender until they are born. Oh, okay, cool. Well, there's always the name Slade. I mean, just saying that would be cool, but let's just hope for very healthy twins. That's the main thing. My older daughters due November 8th or 10th with the second one, which is going to be a girl. So my granddaughter is going to have a sister, and I'm very excited for her. I really am. Westburg West is like a candy store for me. Wife's not happy when I tell her I'm going there. Going there, okay, now I'm jealous, and I'm not a jealous person. 10 minutes, that would be dangerous if I lived that close to there. What are they like in person, Kevin? Because I've called a few times. I thought I talked to Brian maybe a couple of times. It's been a while since I had to physically call them. They are awesome to deal with. Awesome. So I can't imagine in person. A quick one now, helpful, useful at an external oil cooler. What's a good size? Thank you so much. Regards, Heather, and congratulations to the twins. I'm a father of twins now at 22. Oh, that's awesome, Felix. That's awesome. You know what? I've been messing with these cars for 40 years, and this will be the first time around I'm running an oil cooler because I always ran stock motors, always. So if you stop in next week, we can discuss it because I'm going to be picking out sizing and seeing what the best is to run. So then I'll have an answer for you, unless you check into the Facebook community page too. We have a lot going on there. Well, Bob for a boy and Bobby for a girl. Bob got it figured out. Wonder where he came up with that name. Awesome job on the likes today. 67 likes, and we still have 38 watching. Still there because it shows that something weird's going on. Okay, hopefully I'm still there. It looked like it got weird for a minute. The signal. Tony is a powerful name. Thank you. I had to share that I confirmed the DMV that I'm the third owner of the Vert. This thing is turning out to be something really special and insanely original. And wait, I'm trying to move this up. There we go. I got the birth certificate on order. Can't wait to see what I say. Crossing my fingers. Oh, Toby, did you order one of them from overseas, the birth certificate? I wanted to do that for the 68. I have never in all these years ordered one for any of my cars. So I think that's probably what you're talking about, the overseas birth certificate. That's why in the beginning when you said about the Vert, I don't know, what do you think what I should do? I'm glad you bought it. I really, really am. You did a good thing there. It's a nice, nice car. I found that on early Plymouth Valari bushings will work on a Beetle. Really? A 55 Ford, F100 55, sweet. With a Valari front end, need to replace them, so I'll let you know. Yeah, please do, Kevin. Please do. I'd appreciate that very much. like to have a 55 Ford truck, that's for sure. Can't touch them anymore. They're expensive now. We'll stop by and learn for you. Blessings and bye. Hey, blessings to you, Felix. Have a great weekend, and I hope your day goes quick at work. Westburg West are always so nice on the phone, the best. They are. Heidi, I really like them a lot. I really, really do. Yes, share with community when I get it. Outstanding. Okay, what did that cost now, Toby? It's been a while since I've talked to anybody about ordering them. I was wondering what their price went to. All of Westburg West guys are great, personal, and helpful. I haven't had a bad experience yet. I didn't think you would, but I just had to ask because you go in person, like the real deal. You know what I mean? And I don't have much near me. Well, I have one place 45 minutes for me, and I won't deal with him. And it's all crap parts anyhow. But Wolfsburg West is my go-to with a lot of their parts. That's where I bought my master cylinder, my rubbers, anything rubber, or West Coast Metric too, has quality rubber. Although the last time around, I ordered my rubbers for the windshield and the rear window, blah, 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 from West Coast Metric because I just was on their website and I know it's good, soft quality rubber. But when the packages came from West Coast Metric, they were all labeled Wolfsburg West. So that kind of caught me off guard. Toby, where'd you get the birth certificate at? Yeah, Heidi, Elite, I can't remember where they come from. So I'm sure he'll post it in a minute. It's overseas. I think Heather wanted me to get one a while back. I could have swore she said about getting the birth certificate for the car. You missed a good show at Jim's. First time there for me, but glad I went. Stay away from Jax. Yeah, Jackson was with me, wasn't he? I try not to do that, but I do stay away from there. Yeah, I did miss it. I had way too much going on. Heather's in and out of the house right now because she's working away from home, technically speaking. She was home last night for a little bit, but last October I was at Jim's with my whole family, and it was fun. It really was. I'll go there, but it won't be until the spring show now, obviously, because I like checking the vendors out to see what they have. But I wished I was there, Jackson. I'm glad you had a good time, in all sincerity. Yeah, Jackson. Where are you again, Jackson? I'm sorry, because there's so many people all the time, and I keep getting confused with areas. And then, of course, I'm getting older. And Slade is an English rock band from the 70s. I wonder if they wrote a song about BWs. And I knew about that group. I really did. I didn't realize it was from the 70s, though. That's pretty cool. VW website, 150, kind of spendy, and may not get a lot of info, or maybe I'll get a ton. No, there's a good bit of info on them, Toby. It'll tell you everything about your car. Is 150 a lot? Yeah, but is it a lot if you're keeping the car and you want to have something nice with it, frame it? I think it's great. And if you ever sell the car, you can say you have the birth certificate. So while 150 seems a lot for it, think of all the dumb crap we do with money any other time. So I think it's worth it. Yeah, Toby, I'm sorry. No, I just read it's worth it. I was the only oval there that I saw anyway. Uniontown. Okay, yeah, you had to pass my house. Well, depending on the way you went. Because I'm over in Irwin, so I'm not far from you, Jackson. You have to stop over. What are you, like 40 minutes? Because I take Heather to that Martin's Flowers. Is that Periopolis or whatever? And then we went out to Periopolis a lot, out to, they closed down now. It was some pottery barn place on the right coming towards Uniontown. I forget now. They had cement statues and something like that. I shouldn't have brought it up because I can't remember the name. And then there was a big candy place next to it. So we're not that far. And James is going to be heading off here for the night. Have a great night, everyone. And James and Sue, good night. And thank you so much for the chat last night. I truly, truly enjoyed that. And good night, Micro. Night, Micro. Looking for Cal-Look windshield. There we go. Front and black rubber now. I heard West Coast Metric had good quality rubber. Wolfsburg only has the original type. Truthfully, I think, Kevin, I have it right here. Yeah, I do. And let's take a looky. I guess it is convenient that I'm doing these in the garage, huh? Where's the tag? Because I got the Mexi one. I call it the Mexing one. West Coast Metric, nice soft quality rubber. And this one's for the rear window, but I do have the front and rear. Part number 111-521G. And made in the USA by West Coast Metric. And it is a really soft, I don't want the chrome on my windshield and stuff. It's a very soft rubber. It's actually very nice. So yeah, I got mine front and back from West Coast Metric, which sometimes it will say Wolfsburg West on it, you know, when you get it. So it isn't that I hate chrome around the windshield, but unless you've ever really installed them with the chrome on, they make you like want to punch yourself in the face repeatedly. It is such a nightmare getting that chrome to snap in. So I'm just not a big fan of that. And I still want to paint all my chrome on the car like black, since my car is going to be white and get it. I don't know. I think Heather will assault me in my sleep if I do. Let me see. I work in Clairton, so I drive through there daily. Oh, you got a little bit of a drive then. You're shooting down 51 then, I see. Oh, you must work, this is a long shot. Do you work at the Clairton Mill? Or did I just make it up in my head? Because there's that big mill down there. Yes, I want all the history for this fur, but not selling it. Had a guy offer me 15 cash 5 days after buying. Would have more than doubled my investment. Yeah, and I get it, Toby. It would have doubled your investment. But you'd have probably been pretty bummed out, in all sincerity, my friend. On the birth certificate, you will get the bill slip. Whoops, wait, this just jumped. The bill slip and where it was delivered to the States. But if you have the original sales slip, tells you the same thing. And by way, Wolfsburg has windshields for $88. Wow. Yeah, they probably ship, I think. In all sincerity, Kevin, I have a new windshield, thankfully. Hopefully it don't crack putting it in, I'll freak out. But how does the seal look? It's actually the same one that I bought for the Super Beetle I did last time. And I like this seal because the lip, you know what to do, Kevin? I know it's a Super Beetle curved windshield, but it's still the same style seal. When you get a chance, when we're done tonight, scroll back real far on my website real quick or go to the playlist. I did a windshield install in the Super Beetle, and it's the same seal. What I liked is it had a nice long lip that came out over the body a little. I hope that made sense, because the cheaper ones don't, and then, you know, you have an incident, you know. So very nice lip that comes out far enough. I'm really happy about that. Sorry, build slip, and I'm going through the chrome window trim. I'll get ready to punch myself in the face. I mean, Ben, you'll be fine. I don't know. They're just such a pain with the chrome to snap in and everything. I have factory German chrome for the front and back because I have pop-out windows on the sides that don't have them, but I'm not doing it. I've done it before, and I just wasn't happy about it. Black would look good with the white paint, but chrome is better. Yep, Elita sides with Heather all the time. They're like a little private crew. I know, honestly, I know you're right, though, Elita. Moose, are you on the road, brother? What is up? Just so you know, Moose, you might have missed it earlier. We're switching back to Sunday Night Live chats at 9 Eastern because it's going to be easier. I'd be curious to get 2 birth certificates, one for the 63 and one for the 78 engine, but I'm cheap too. Well, George, I don't think any of us are really cheap. We're just trying to, hey, good night, Toby. Have a great weekend, brother. And tell Liam I said hello. We're trying to just watch what we're doing now. You know, everything is so expensive. My utility bills even climbed real high, and my usage didn't go up. But Pennsylvania, they keep raising the rates here, and it's really getting annoying. So I think we all try to watch our money, the best we can. I'm doing good, Aaliyah. Thanks for asking. I hope you're doing well. And Kevin, I was thinking about powder coating the chrome trim on the pop-outs. Has anyone done paint or powder coating? Actually, I'm in the market now for a stove off of the marketplace because I have that 220 line, and you can't see it probably sitting here. I'm going to start doing powder coating. I'm going to buy the Eastwood system. I've been researching it for like a month because I was going to get the Harbor Freight one, but I ain't getting that one. I'm going to do the Eastwood one, but I'll be able to do wheels and then smaller than wheels or fan shrouds, stuff like that. So I think it'll be a lot of fun, but I have not tried to do the pop-outs yet. And Slammin' Z, it is Friday. Hey, Slammin' Z, you probably missed it earlier, but we are going back to Sunday night starting next week for the live chats. The weekly video will still be out Fridays. Or let me do that again. Sundays at 11 a.m., the weekly video, and Sundays at 9 p.m. Eastern, the live chat. So we're going back to there. It'll be easier for everybody. Sorry, I meant the seam where the rubber sill is put together. Some of the Wolfsburg rubber is big, funky, and just looks sloppy. Oh, no, these are nice. These are nice. I'm sorry, I misunderstood what you said. No, they're nice. I already opened them. That's why it was ripped open and I could look at it. The West Coast metric ones are awesome. There's nothing funky about them at all. Late to the party. What's cracking? Dino Mike, we're just hanging out, brother. I got about another 10 minutes, though, and I am going to have to head out shortly here. That's why Friday nights aren't as good enough for me as Sunday nights are better, Glad to hear it, brother. Easier for me on Sunday night while I'm on the road. Yeah, I just have to. I'm running into a problem now on Fridays when Heather and I are trying to get stuff done running around. And I'm like, oh, crap, I got to get home. Where Sunday nights, I'm kind of already home. So I figure, too, Sundays is good for the weekly video at 11 a.m. and then the chat that night. So I think it'll be much more simple for me to do that. And earlier on, when we took a quick vote in here, it was like 90% was like Sunday nights. Thank you. So prismatic powders are great. Lots of colors. Rick, thank you, because I will look into them. I'm still kind of researching. I want to be able to powder coat engine tins, fan shrouds, wheels, anything I can fit in a regular stove. I'm going to buy a stove off the marketplace, 220 electric stove. And truthfully, I don't know if people local to me want some done. Be a little side hustle for me, but of course I'm not going to charge what these idiots do. People overcharge way too much. It really irritates me. I think it's greed. Very nice. I had a very heavy day today. Well, that doesn't sound good, but maybe it's good, though, to have good activity. I had an okay day. I really did. I cooked bacon for BLTs, and the entire house smells like bacon. Thank you, Mike, because I'm really hungry right now. When I said I'm going to go in about 10 minutes, I'm going down the house and eat. Curtis, good night. Thank you for being here, my friend. I hope you have a great weekend. Yeah, I'm going to actually get a bite to eat and then FaceTime with Heather because she's not home. I miss her. 5 more nights to go and she'll be back home. I can't wait. Boy, a BLT. I definitely could go for one of those. Sundays are better because mostly everyone would be home. And you're right, Alita. That's why we want to get back to Sundays. I believe that it's more of a night where everybody did their thing all weekend and are kind of like, okay, it's time to relax and watch Slade be an idiot, I hope the Slade family have a great weekend. Good night, all. Thank you, Sharon. So sorry. Thank you, Chris. And again, thank you for the shirt. I'm hoping I'm high enough there. Heather got one. I got one. But, of course, Heather's not here, too. But he sent me a cool rubber stamp so I can do them. And I just think that was awesome. Thank you so much, Chris. I really mean that. Bacon. I know. I like bacon. And now we have all these bacons like applewood bacon and black pepper bacon and maple bacon. We didn't have that years ago, at least when I was young, back in 1910. But now we have a lot of different bacons. I was just saying something the other day, too. Oh, to my buddy Johnny, I was sending him some stuff about rattle can paint. And I'm like, wow, when I was young, we just had black, red, white, yellow. We didn't have many rattle cans. Now it's like pearl based, and we have so many different rattle can paints available now too. I know I went from food to paint, but that's where my brain went. It's stuff. Work in a corporate office, but much better now. Well, what's much better? Oh, IT stuff, I'm sorry, is your home and relaxing, hopefully. I said my brain, but I knew what he meant now, IT. Good night, Heidi. Have a good weekend, honey. I hope the babies are doing good there. And thank you for the picture of the black one. I think you might have put it on my wall, though, on Facebook. I'm pretty sure. Make sure I didn't miss nothing here. Okay, I did it. I'm going to go ahead this week, though, and paint the dash. I swear to God, I saw pumpkin spice bacon and remember that. Are you serious, Jorg? Really? I like pumpkin spice stuff, but I don't know. Well, I don't think I could do it on bacon. I don't know. I don't think I could do it. But I'm a pig, so maybe. I don't know. We had all that bacon here right next door, Lancaster County. The kings of the flavored bacon and sausage. You know what, Mike? I wished I could afford to go to, we have a butcher called JP Market out the road from us. I wished I could go there for all of my bacon, my ground meat and steaks and blah, 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 all that. But wow, did the prices climb like 3-4 years ago or something, because my neighbor always bought a quarter of a cow for $400 and a half cow for $800. And when I called them a couple years ago, because I thought I got an extra deep freezer, I would like to buy good quality meat instead of from the local Stop and Shop. Now a quarter of a cow is $850, and the half cow was like $1,500. So it was like ridiculous. And I'm like, you know what? It is what it is. I can't afford it. Truly, I thought I'd entered the T. Grocery store. Did you buy it, Jorg? I don't know if he meant he bought it then, because I don't know if that would taste weird or not on bacon. You know what I mean? I just bought the Eastwood gun in an old oven. I made a whole setup. I could send pictures via email. We should talk over the phone. Oh, Kevin, that would be great, because I did a thing on YouTube and I punched in Harbor Freight versus Eastwood. Now there's a no-brainer, I guess. You're laughing right now that I punched that in. And the Eastwood just blew it away, the powder coating system. But yeah, send me an email and I'll send you a number and then we'll talk. That'd be great. It ain't even about me making a bunch of parts and powder coating and selling. I'm just more concerned about powder coating stuff, like my engine tins and stuff like that. So, and if somebody wants stuff done, I'll do it. But I think that would be great. We still have butchers cheaper than cheap store products. See, Mike, that's the bummer part for me, is the butchers here aren't cheaper than the stores. Although then again, I never really did the math, because we buy like 10 pounds at a time of ground meat. But I should probably do the math on it. But it's coming up with $1,200, $1,400, $1,500 real quick just for meat. It's like crap. But we run 2 deep freezers. I don't know why, because the kids all moved out now. And Heather and I barely eat now. It's like kind of weird. And Heather's always like, I'm going to cook this for dinner. I'm like, don't bother. I'm not even hungry. And I think it's because we're so busy all the time and it's just the 2 of us. Brown sugar, it tastes so good. Oh, I do like the taste of brown sugar and stuff. That I really do. Twilight Zone. Wait a minute. What is Jordan doing that I'm missing here? Sort of got a pumpkin spice bag. Our grocery store. Thought I'd enter. Oh, I thought I'd enter the Twilight. I'm sorry. Sometimes, and I'm sure you'll get it. I'm seeing so many different conversations that I start getting confused. But I'll bet you did think you were entering Twilight Zone. I've never even heard of that before. A couple years ago, Spam put out. I like Spam. Pumpkin spice spam just one time. I said a can to a friend and a can to a daughter. Both tried it and said it was okay. Truthfully, I bought a bulk thing of Spam I really don't know why I did that, because Heather gets so angry when I buy stuff like that. She's like, that is so bad for you. And I fry it in a skillet. I just think it's good. But then again, that's me. I think Spam was used in soldiers' backpacks, rations in World War II. And it could be wrong, but for some reason, I thought my grandfather told me that. Let me see here. Nope, too frightened to buy it. Yeah, I can understand, George, in all honesty. I like pumpkin spice stuff. It just depends, what it is technically. But Heather's a very healthy eater compared to me. I do stupid stuff. And I guess it's not funny in a way, but Heather will sit down and make this salad that takes her 20 minutes to make it with all this stuff in it. And I'm sitting there with pizza watching her eat. But I should start making better choices at 61 years old. But it's tough, I've always been a crap eater, and sadly, I should not be doing that at my age. Had to order some pizza for child. Can't go wrong. Oh, James, I agree. I mean, I always make pizza 90% of the time myself. I'll flip a homemade pizza. And then sometimes I just order local. I did find a new restaurant I've been taking Heather to off and on, and their pizza's really good, but she gets a salad and then steak or something, but real nice, low key, really, really nice place we go to now once in a while. If she's overdue, I get to take her after next Wednesday when she's back home. So I'm excited about taking her to dinner there. I'm really getting hungry now. I think you're right. This shows how Spam became delicacy in Hawaii. Yeah, because people getting Spam and like putting pineapples on it and stuff. And truthfully, Mike, I fry it up and make it once in a while and make a sandwich. Heather's really hates it. She just gets so mad when I have it. But I guess it's maybe got a lot of fat or carbs. I don't really know. But I remember my grandfather saying, if I ever have to see Spam, well, and I can't say what he said on here, but he didn't like Spam, I guess, because of the rations in the backpack with Spam, crackers. They gave him cigarettes, Lucky Strikes, he told me, I think. And I forget the other rations that were in there. I can't remember now, but Spam was what was always stuck in my head about that. Spam fries and an air fryer. Yep. Oh, I never tried that. And Heather's been on she bought me mozzarella sticks. Heather's been on you said air fryer and it clicked in my head with the air fryer thing. My daughter surprised us with some Ninja, I think it's called, air fryer. And you can fit a lot of stuff in there, but Heather just made some type of breaded chicken, something in there the other day in the air fryer, and it was really, really good. It's nice not to have all that grease, 90% of our ground meat is venison. Rick, I'm moving in with you. Heather loves venison. We probably haven't had venison in 10 years. I don't even know, because I don't know anybody that hunts. I shouldn't be lazy, and I should, but I just don't. That venison is so good. Heather was raised on that, basically, with her dad was big time hunter. Deer bologna season is coming, and I eat my Spam straight out of the can like a man. I've done that. I just take it out of the can, slice it up in a plate, eat it sometimes. Spam for a while, unless they still have it, had like a smoky bacon something Spam. I can't remember. They had a couple flavors, excuse me, and they had the one, and I really did like it. It was like a smoky bacon something. I can't remember, but it was actually really good. Just so you know, the powder from Harbor Freight. Wait a minute. Did I miss anybody? Okay. Just so you know, there we go. I couldn't see the whole chat. Powder is not great. I use Prismatic. Great stuff. Okay. I'll look up Prismatic, because when I looked up the Harbor Freight powder coating system, I mean, some of the guys that almost, and I hate to use the word lying, but they were like, this is great. And I thought, I watched a couple other videos where guys were going, do not buy this. I'm not sponsored by them. Don't buy it. So I'm going to stay away from their products with that. Because if I'm doing powder coating, I want it to be nice, Spam is really high in sodium. It's really popular in Guam and Hawaii. Shelf stable. Guam's on the menu at McDonald's restaurant. Wow, really? At McDonald's? That's really weird. Dang. I honestly, I really, I shouldn't go to McDonald's, but I do once in a while. Like, I don't know. It's like I really need a Big Mac once in a while. I shouldn't be eating there, I guess. But yeah, Spam is not really good for us. I mean, look at you hamming it up live. That was a good way of putting it. Okay, I'm off fish prepping my ribs for tomorrow. Kenneth, have a great weekend. I'll be leaving in a moment too. Thank you so much. Spam and eggs. Yeah, I have done that when I fry them up, then I make my eggs. And Bob, good night. And Gamer, what up, chat? Hey, brother, we're just heading out the door. They use prismatic on my Harley frame. Still looks great after 10 years. And that's good enough for me then. I mean, Spam jelly and grape jelly on raisin bagels. That actually sounds good, in all honesty, Mike, in all sincerity. But okay, I'm going to head out here. It's 25 to 11. I'm going to eat, and I got to call Heather because I miss her. I'm not used to her being away. So thank you. Remember, next Sunday is when we're going back to the Sunday live chat. So thank you for being here, everybody. And good night to you also, Moose and John. Don't forget to straighten that well poster out soon. Yeah, I will. But thank you folks so much. I appreciate you. I'll see. Oh, Jack of all trades is stopping in while we're heading out. Been super busy. One of your sub-moments posting your videos on TikTok. Yeah, they are. That's not me. And on TikTok, I can't even report it to anybody. I'm pissed about that. Somebody's hacked my videos and using them on TikTok is a very nasty thing to do. If you can report them somehow, I tried and I can't comprehend, how to do that. But everybody have a great night. I appreciate you, Jackson. Let's see if we can hook up soon because you're not that far, even if you stop after work for a cup of coffee. And I hope everybody has a great, safe, happy weekend. Stay safe, take care of your families, and keep warm. And we'll see you soon.